Well, hello my friends, here I am again, still from the bowl that I just did with the flat sides and the openings inside for tea light. This turning is going to be a piece of sea grape. Same log that I just did this piece, and it has the same checking that you see through here. Now, this wood is fairly dry. I cut this nuisance tree down about a year ago, but it's been sitting out in the yard, so I mean it's exposed to the elements, but you know, it's very light. And from the log from here, I got another piece ready to go. Let's get started. So it's mounted. The fatter part of this is going to be the bottom because it's going to be ball shaped. It's going to be quite a bit smaller than the last one that I just did. And I'm going to look and see if I got more or less the same diameter. Okay, so I'm a little bit offset on the bottom here. I'll flip it over just slightly, just so I can get the most I can out of the whole piece with somewhat balanced. That's still inside. Can still go a little bit more, or else I'm going to end up with a flat part or really small on this other end over here. So making it as even as I can from this point out as to this point out. Not 100%, but as close as I can, and I think that's it. And this top part is actually fairly shallow, as you can see. That will be the neck part of the piece. Since spur drive, like I normally do, live center, and a good amount of pressure in there, the first thing I'm going to do is start shaping this up and make a tenon on this side. I'm going to use my 5/8 Carter & Son bowl gouge to go in here and start roughing this. It's a fairly balanced piece, even though it's an odd piece. So at 650 it starts wobbling a little bit. It's a little bit of a wobble, but it's a safe speed for this size piece. So I'm going to go in here and start shaping this up. Now that's slippage on my spur drive. So there's no need to concern of it getting away from you. It's just digging itself in. And that's why I keep emphasizing lots of pressure. Make sure that that digs its way in as much as it can. And I'm pretty close already to where I'm going to end up. So a couple of more push cuts from here, make a tenon, and I might leave a little bit of this bark play. I might. Speeding it up a little bit as it's getting more and more balanced. As I'm going in there, I'm seeing through the piece. It's showing me what is solid and what's not solid. I'm actually seeing the ghost image of this inner part right over here, and that's the area that I'm shooting towards. I'm always shooting towards the solid over here because I know I wanted this to be a solid part on the neck, and then refine the shape as I go on a little bit further. That feels good. A lot of interesting character going through this one, for sure. I think a much better look than a planned piece when you got something like this. But the end results will say it all. cross grain will do that a lot more often than you care to know about. So always be worrisome of end grain pieces or cross grain pieces when you are relying on that as your only source of grip on pieces like that. It's when it's cross grain. In other words, the tree is growing this way. Normally, that would not be a problem on an end grain or something like that. I'm going to see if my laser is still working on this piece. Working for me. It is. I'm going to use the laser guide. Okay, so I got my laser set up. It's set up about 1/4 of an inch away from the tip. Oh, they're still there. Okay, so we'll follow up this laser dot and see how we do with it. Well, I think this looks really good. Not to toot my own horn, but I like this one better than the last one because what's here is naturally formed by the wood and not by altering the wood. So whether if you like this or not, that's a matter of personal taste and opinion. Not saying that this is the way to go, but to me, this is the way to go. Is by letting these natural checks play and just create its own beauty. Now, at the same token, I could go ahead and fill this up with like a turquoise. That would look absolutely amazing as well. As well. Not saying that this one is wrong, or not saying that filling it would be wrong. I'm just saying that it's a different way of looking at things. I like things natural. You might like things more uniformed, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let it dry for a minute, give it one more coat, flip it over, and stake out the tenon, and that will be the end of this piece. So I feel pretty good. It's been 2 turnings done today, or at least the finishing of one that was started yesterday, and this one completed today. So therefore, it's a good feeling to be back on the lathe. The area of confidence that I had prior to getting this heart attack has returned. I felt somewhat helpless with feeling any sort of fear from something that I trust so much, that I have done so much of, and feel total confident, or have always felt a total confidence of what I was doing, to come out here and feel somewhat scared of the tool was really hindering on what I was able to do. And I just did not know how it would be possible for me to be able to do tutorials when I myself would not feel confident enough to do it. Yeah, I could talk away like I normally do anyway about different things and different beliefs, but really, to show confidence on what you do, you have to have confidence on what you do. Well, it's time to go in here and take out the base. The the tenon. Well, here I am. 2 turnings, or a turning and a half today. So I feel pretty good. Both on the way it turned out and the fact that I was here on the shed, on the lathe. So, 2 turnings. Almost same shape, but very different outcome. Inside looks good. This will make a nice tea light holder, a candle holder inside of here. Going out through this, a piece that is controlled by the finish, the openings on the 2 sides, and a piece that you let develop what the wood wants to develop, with the checking from the center of the pit on the 2 sides on the piece. I think this is the one that interests me the most. So out of these 2 turnings, I'm curious to see how you would go about it. If you would do the sea grape, or you prefer the golden trumpet. I think they're both worthy of a turning. Well, thanks for watching. I'm anxious going inside, start editing these 2 videos. It will be 2 separate videos. So if you've seen this one, you might want to see how I did this one, and vice versa. There's always, even if it's the same turning, my mouth keeps yakking about different things. So there's always something worthwhile catching up on. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again on the next turning, which should be very soon. Take care. See you later.